You know that feeling when someone is explaining something and they just keep going and going, even after you've totally got it? Well, there's a perfect English idiom for that exact situation: to labor the point. So we're going to break down what it means and how you can use it without, laboring the point. I bet you've heard this before, maybe in a meeting or even watching a movie. Someone says, "Look, I don't want to labor the point, but..." It's this really interesting little social cue, right? It's kind of like a heads up that they're about to repeat themselves, but they think it's for a really good reason. So let's figure out what's really going on when someone says this. The absolute best way to understand an idiom is to see it in action. So let's just dive right in and look at some real-world examples together. All right, first up, the definition. What does this phrase actually mean? So, at its core, to labor the point is all about over-explaining. Just think about the word labor. It means work. So you're putting way too much work, or labor, into explaining an idea that everybody in the room already gets. It's that moment an explanation crosses from being helpful to being, well, kind of boring and unnecessary. Okay, part two, seeing this idiom in action. A definition is one thing, but seeing how it actually works in a real conversation, that's when it's really going to click. Let's check out some examples. Okay, so I want you to picture this. You're sitting in a classroom, the lesson's going pretty well, but the teacher just keeps going over the same detail, again and again and again. See? It's so clear. The students got it, the point was made, but the teacher just kept on going. He was laboring the point. He was putting in all this extra work when the job was already done. And here's what's so cool, it translates almost perfectly. Dia benar-benar melabur poin itu. The feeling is exactly the same. That feeling of, okay, we get it. The explanation has just gone on for way too long. All right, let's switch gears a bit. Idioms are so powerful because they work in all kinds of different situations. This time, let's imagine a serious business meeting where everyone's talking about the budget. Now, this is where it gets really interesting because the usage here is a little different. The speaker uses the phrase, "I don't want to labor the point," as a polite way to bring up something that's probably been talked about before. It's like they're saying, "Hey, I know we've covered this, but it's super important, so I'm just going to say it one more time." And once again, the Indonesian translation just nails this feeling. Aku tidak ingin melabur poin itu, tapi it really softens the repetition. It shows the speaker knows they're repeating themselves, but they feel like it's absolutely necessary. Okay, section 3, your key takeaway. Let's pull all of this together. What's the real nuance that you need to remember here? So basically, this idiom is all about efficient communication. It pops up when a conversation just kind of gets stuck in a loop. You might use it to talk about someone who is over-explaining, or you might say, "I don't want to labor the point about yourself," as a polite way to repeat something you feel is really important. Either way, it's a huge signal that the idea has been understood and it's probably time to move on. And this is the really fun part about learning a new idiom. I promise you, you're going to start hearing it everywhere now. So, here's my challenge to you. Where are you going to hear it first? Will it be in a movie? A work meeting? Spotting these things in the wild is the absolute best way to make them stick. And that's our look at to labor the point. I really hope this was clear and concise and that I didn't end up laboring the point too much myself. Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe.